Thank you for visiting RentUntilYouOwn.com. This video will help explain how our program works for sellers. We can help you sell your home for top dollar without paying any real estate commissions or fees when using a lease purchase. RentUntilYouOwn.com specializes in helping to create win-win situations for buyers, sellers, and investors. We're a private group of real estate investors. We've been investing in Central Florida for over 5 years. We help make the buying and selling process simple by using creative techniques that provide the best outcome for you in this slow market. We are not realtors and we are not looking for a listing from you. Our company places qualified tenant buyers in properties like yours, and our program helps them qualify to purchase the home within 12 months on average. Let me quickly describe the problems the average seller is having in this real estate market. We are facing the worst housing crisis in history. Home prices soared throughout 2000 and 2005. As of 2006, home prices have plummeted. According to Zillow, 70% of all homes in the United States have lost value in the last year. Did you know 50% of homeowners owe more than their house is worth? In 2009, 45% of all homes that were sold were distressed homes. This means they were either short sales or bank-owned properties. I'm sure you've seen the high number of short sales and foreclosures you're competing with while trying to sell your property. These homes are listed at drastically reduced prices, making it even more difficult for you to sell your property at retail price. It's become very difficult for buyers to qualify for a mortgage. A recent study indicated that with the lending meltdown, more than 200 multi-billion-dollar lenders have been eliminated. New lending guidelines have eliminated more than 75% of buyers in our market who were qualified just 12 months ago. When you work with our company, there are no commissions because we are not realtors. We are paid by the tenant buyer. Instead of renting your home to a tenant who is a temporary guest in your home, you will lease to a tenant buyer who wants to be a homeowner but can't qualify just yet. They typically take better care of the home because they will soon purchase the home. When working with us, there is no obligation to you. If you would like, you can continue to market your home. If you sell or rent before we do, you owe us nothing. You may be wondering what a lease option is exactly. Lease option, rent-to-own, and lease purchase are all the same thing. Basically, you are leasing your house to someone who wants to buy it. This gives you the option to rent to someone who is actually committed to owning the home. If you rent your home to a regular tenant, you will be more like a regular landlord, having to handle repairs and complaints, and there will be no incentive for the tenant to pay on time. Even worse, once the lease expires, you will be left with a vacant property, more than likely needing many repairs and cleaning, and the burden of having to find a new tenant or market your property for sale. On the surface, renting your home now may sound like the right solution, but it's only a short-term fix to the problem, because when the lease expires or the tenant moves early, you will be back in the same position you're in now, with a home that probably needs repairs. In a lease option agreement, there are basically two documents, a standard lease and an option agreement. The option agreement states the price at which you will sell your home. Also, it states the amount of time you agree to give the tenant buyer to purchase. It usually takes about 1 to 2 years for the tenant buyer to purchase the home. During that time, they will work closely with our mortgage broker and our credit improvement program. We typically see scores go up 50 to 100 points in 12 months. So here's how our program works and some of the benefits. With our program, the tenant buyer gets the guidance they need to qualify to purchase your home. We don't just put them in your house and expect a successful sale. Our brokers work with them throughout the process to make sure they're on the right track. Once again, there is no commission and no cost to you. After we qualify a tenant buyer, you have the final choice of whether or not you want to work with them. we already have a huge list of tenant buyers. We have relationships with mortgage brokers across Central Florida. 75% of their mortgage applicants do not qualify for a mortgage with today's guidelines. But with our program, they should be able to qualify within 1 to 2 years. We cannot guarantee that they will qualify to purchase your home, but our program gives them the highest chance of doing so. We require tenant buyers to work with a company that reports rental payments to major credit bureaus. Let me answer some of the common questions that you may have. What type of agreement do we sign to get started? It's a basic 3-page agreement. The first 2 pages tell us about your property, and the last page is an option agreement. This gives us the right to assign the lease option to someone else who you approve. Again, we are not realtors and not looking for a listing from you. How does your company get paid? We get paid from the tenant buyer. You just tell us the amount you want to walk away with when the house sells, and we add our fee to the price. Who collects the rent? You collect 100% of the rent every month. We can also refer you to a management company if you would prefer. What is your marketing plan? First, we send the home to our large buyers list. We market on 20 different websites, our website, and we distribute lots of flyers and post signs. Does it really work? Yes, it definitely works. Our company has created a wonderful program, and our business depends on the success of tenant buyers purchasing your home. As I said earlier, there is absolutely no obligation to you when you sign up to work with us, and there is no cost to you whatsoever. So, give us the opportunity to solve your housing problem and click on the link below. You can fill out all 3 pages online right now at your computer. Our marketing department will immediately show your home to our huge buyers list as soon as we receive the agreement. We are looking forward to working with you and providing you with a win-win solution. Thanks for watching.